Hey guys, MD Prepper here. Another knife review. This time, the third of my fixed blades from the Zombie Killer line. This is the Famine Tanto, which I have to say is probably my favorite of the three so far. Famine Tanto appears to be the shortest of the four blades. I've only got three so far. I've already got the War Sword, the Pestilence Chopper, obviously the Famine Tanto. I do not have the Death Dagger yet. That was not on special. And just by looking at them, I just don't think I like the Death Dagger all that much. You just like a thrusting dagger, and that was about it. I'll sure pick one up and get some one of these days if the price drops and all that. This is the beefiest of the blades so far. This is the best one for tactical fighting that I've found, in my opinion, of the three. The other ones are more for camp chopping, that type stuff. This is a kick-butt blade. The Tanto is the biggest Tanto I've ever laid hands on. This thing is made for some serious thrusting. Samurais, look out. This can punch through some skulls or just about anything else. Comes razor sharp. The tip on this thing is ridiculously sharp. Like the rest of the Zombie Killer line of fixed blades, it is SK5 steel, black powder coated, non-reflective finish on it, which is very nice. The Famine Tanto is 7 5/8 inch blade there, and 13 1/8 inch total length, so short by a few inches compared to the other ones that I reviewed. Again, Tanto style blade. You've got your jimping back here, which, as I've said before, not a big fan of jimping. This is not going to be the strongest thrust. Grip it. That's what this opposable thumb is for. None of this fancy stuff. Thrust. It'll get the job done. Now, you've got this rear quillion here on the back side, which is real nice. The other ones did not have that, but of course the other ones weren't primarily thrusters. That would be very nice if you did thrust into something or trying to pull it out and it got stuck. You could yank that bad boy out. In addition, you could jab somebody with that in the eye, something like that. If you couldn't quite get the blade around, that would help every little bit. So, like that a lot. Of course, has lanyard hole, standard green zombie grips. Like I said before, these do come with the black style replacement grips and the set of screws if you wear the other set out. I don't intend on replacing these. These extra scales I may paint up one set of them just to play around with, which I've seen a lot of guys on the internet doing. You know, just whatever color suits your fancy, camo, that type stuff. Whatever. Not a big fan of that. I like the green just fine, like I said. It's a little corny, a little hokey, maybe, but if it is in the field and you actually are using it in the woods, if you happen to drop it or lose it somewhere, you're going to find this a heck of a lot easier than you are the black, the all tactical. So, another thing that's interesting about this Taiwanese made blade, the serrations here on the back side here. I would say that's a little less than half of the total blade length on serrations. If you look at it, very odd scalloped look on them. Never seen serrations quite like that. They don't have the points on them, which honestly may make them last longer is what I'm thinking. My problem with serrations, I like serrations, but they don't last a long time once they dull up. Again, it's not sharpened on this side. More of a quasi-chisel grind, I guess, for lack of a better term. Again, that scallop style edge may last longer. Like I said before, my main complaint with most serrations, they work great when you first get the blade, but if you abuse the heck out of it, they're a bear to get resharpened. So that's why I don't tend to carry serrated folders anymore. Ended up having to get new knives just because I got frustrated with the lack of cutting tool ability from the serrations. So we'll see how this one shapes up with the big wide serrations. It may be easier to sharpen even if it does wear down. So the rest of this, of course, just like the rest of them, comes with a sheath. Great sheath. Love this sheath. Wish more manufacturers put more time and effort into making a decent sheath. Cordura has a Kydex insert there, so the blade is not going to slash into your sheath. Again, it has this giant mega pouch. I can get a good grip on it. Held together there. Again, fantastic for another kit. For basic survival, that sort of stuff. You can put all sorts of stuff in there. Of course, comes with your shoelace. Again, not paracord. Like I've said in the other videos, you get some real paracord. Then dress this bad boy up. Again, also comes with the Acheron little pocket knife. Fixed blade, skeleton knives. Can be turned into a spear, something like that, and gig frogs, etc. Not a bad little made in China blade. I don't think I'd buy it separately for the $7 or $8 it cost, but if it comes with the knife, the big setup, I think it's a great little addition just for around the camp, little finer work you may be doing. Again, these blades, great for the zombie apocalypse. Highly recommend them for that, but what I'd really recommend them for is kids. If you got teenagers, that sort of stuff, that are into the zombie world, and you're trying to get them into camping or preparedness or just anything in the real world, in my opinion, is knowing how to handle yourself and take care of yourself out there. These would be a great blade. Start them off with. Get them this. Get them the side kit that goes with it that you need to dress out yourself. Let the kid learn. This is a good beater blade. You're not going to break this thing. I'd say this is my own indestructible. I would say that the Tanto is my favorite. Maybe not for bushcraft, but just I like the heft of it. I like the way this thing feels. I just like it's short or shorter than the others, but not ridiculously so. I think this would be a better in-close tactical weapon than the rest of them. Anyway, MD Prepper out on the Famine Tanto from K-Bar. Zombie Killer line. Thanks, guys.